This is the sheep eye identification. So let's go to the external structures of the sheep eye. These are all connective tissues and fats. The brown materials are called extrinsic eye muscles. These brown materials, extrinsic eye muscles, which allows the animal to move its eye up and down from side to side. Then the anterior portion, this is called cornea. A cornea, it covers the iris and the pupil. At the back, at the posterior is this one, optic nerve. Optic nerve, it sends signals from eye to the brain. Optic nerve. Then I cut it into half. Let's go to the anterior portion first. When I cut this into half, there was like this clear liquid substance, this one. This is called aqueous humor. It helps maintain the eyeball, the shape of the eyeball. Then this one, the jelly-like substance, it's called vitreous humor. Vitreous humor, it is all jelly-like substance found inside the eye, behind the lens. It holds the retina flat against the choroid. This one, vitreous humor. Then this striation, this black striation, it's called ciliary body. The ciliary body, it surrounds the lens. It surrounds the lens. Its function is it is responsible for changing the shape of the lens. Then underneath it is the iris. This one, iris. This is iris, the black portion, most anterior portion of the vascular tunic, and it contains pigmented cells. It is made of circular smooth muscle, and its function is it controls the size of the pupil. This one, iris. Then this is the pupil, the oblong. This is the pupil. Pupil. It is the opening in the middle of the iris. Its function is it allows light to enter the eyeball, and it changes size in response to the intensity of light. Okay, then it was detached when I cut. This is the lens. This is the lens. It is found in the anterior part. This one is supposed to be here, like this. But when I cut it, it was detached. So lens is responsible in focusing light in proper place at the back of the eye. So when I removed this earlier, there was like a liquid sticky that attached the lens from the ciliary body and the iris. So that is called suspensory ligaments. Okay, let's go to the posterior portion of the eyeball. This one, it is called retina, which contains photoreceptor cells. This retina was surrounding the entire surface like this. Then I just pull it off like this. Then it comes in one place. It is pressed against inside the eye. The retina is pressed against inside the eye. It has photoreceptors which detect the incoming light. And the substance that makes it pressed against the inside of the eye is because of the vitreous humor, which is the reason why the retina is pressed against the inside of the eye. So it comes off easily in one place like this. And it appears that the retina is passing through the hole in the eye. It is the axons of the nerves of the retina Then all of the axons of the nerves of the retina are passing through the back of the eye, and where they pass through is referred to as optic disc or blind spot, because the light cannot pass through, cannot be detected there. So all these axons pass through the back at the optic nerve here. That's where they exit and go to the brain. So next is this iridescent bluish greenish thing. It is called tapetum lucidum. Yeah, its function is it helps animals in night vision by reflecting available light back onto the retina. The humans don't have tapetum lucidum, only animals. Then this black portion, this black portion, it is called choroid. It is this one. It is called choroid. It is thin black dark sheet of tissue that lies between retina and sclera. Yeah, between it. The choroid is between retina and sclera. Choroid, this one, the choroid is very vascular and it contains blood supply, which serves the eye. This black color of the choroid, it helps in absorbing light. When light comes into the eye, a lot of it can strike the retina and get absorbed. But extra light doesn't actually passes between the nerves of the retina. And it is actually gonna strike the choroid and get absorbed, so it is not reflected around the inside of the eye, and we don't have a blurry vision. And this thick portion underneath the choroid is the sclera, the thick white tuft. This is the sclera. The sclera is a tough white portion of the eye that forms majority of the eyeball. The reason why it forms majority of the eyeball because this is what covers the entire eyeball. Like this. Even the anterior portion has sclera, so that's why it is found in the majority of the eyeball, the sclera. This back is the optic nerve. What else I forgot? So okay, I will put back the lens. This is the lens. I will put back here, for example. So anything anterior to the lens, it is called anterior cavity. Anything anterior to the lens, it is called anterior cavity. Then anything posterior to the lens, anything posterior here to the lens, in here posterior to the lens, is called posterior cavity. Anything I forgot? That's all for the sheep eye identification. Thank you.